Hey, what's up, Gamer Still Domestic? After doing the fastest pet training video a couple of days ago, I had a number of people come back to me and ask me how it was that I could do the Gobbler Blocks so fast in 1 or 2 shots per map. So I thought I might throw a quick video together and explain exactly where you need to put the cannon and how you need to put the cannon and all that bit so that you guys can do 1 shots and 2 shots on the Gobbler map. One of the most important things to remember or to think about as far as all these games go is that if you do, well, for instance, with Gobbler Blocks, let's go in there for a minute and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, you have the 5 different areas. And as you can see, it goes keep, fortress, stronghold, castle, and palace. The important thing to remember about this particular game is that you get the same amount of reward points for doing the keep as you do for doing the palace. The only difference is the palace, the castle blocks are set way farther back, and there's a lot more of them. So really, if you're just shooting this to gain points as fast as possible for your pet, there is no point in doing these other 4, because all you do is get paid the same as you do for the plain little old keep. Now, I have done all of these games in the Pet Pavilion here in a game series previously called Pet Pavilion Game Pro. If you're looking for one of the other games and how to at least succeed at it, if not do it optimally, then look on my channel for Pet Pavilion Game Pro and you'll find the videos for these other various games. I played this game in Pet Pavilion Game Pro, but I just showed how to succeed at it, not how to do it the absolute best way that you can. I'm going to go ahead and get in here to the map, and I'm going to explain each one of these as I do them. There are like, I think there's a half a dozen basic maps under the keep category. Let me go ahead and get in there and see what we've got to work with. I've got a brand new pet strapped on here just so he can gain some points while we're at it. They always do the flyby the camera flyby thing, but you don't even really need that. This map is a 2-shot map. You can complete all the blocks on this in 2 shots. Whenever I do these, I always power my power all the way up to max so I get the most flight speed possible. On this map, I'm going to start with firepower, and I'm going to go down to right to there. You can see on my height gauge that I am 2.5 clicks up from the bottom. You go ahead and fire, just right towards the middle. Now, ordinarily that whole ice column there on the left will fall, but it decided to be hard-headed this time and not do it. You'll also, I have to do it too, you also have to adjust your cannon depending on what your windage is, but you want your pet to hit those fire blocks right about in the middle. Right about. All right, now, to correct this, I know this looks like a 7-10 split in bowling and looks really, really hard, but it's not going to be. Switch to ice power. And you're only going to go up a couple of clicks. What you want to do on this shot is hit those 3 upright ice blocks as low as possible, because it's going to shoot one out straight to the side and take out both towers. Just about like that. And that's how you 2-shot this map. This map cannot be, so far as I know, or so far as I've ever seen, 1 shot. I've never even done it, even as a luck shot. This map is a 2-shot minimum pretty much. I'm going to go ahead and feed my pet real quick, just like I said, get this done while I'm here. Alright. Now I'm going to see if I can get a different map on this pass. Okay. For this map, this can be a 1 or 2-shot map depending on how your wind is working. If your wind is pushing very, very hard to the right, it can be a 1-shot map. This one happens to be pushing to the left, so it's going to be 2 shots. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Turn my speed up all the way. If your wind is pushing very, very hard to the right, you're still going to aim your cannon to the same spot both times. But if the wind is pushing very, very hard to the right, it will push your shot over just that little bit more to the right that you need to take out the whole map. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to do that on this one. So what you want to do is line the point of your cannon up, the very top part of the cannon, where that mark is at, right in the middle of it. Right there, near the very edge of those ice blocks. You'll go all the way down to the second mark from the bottom, and then go down just 1 more click. I don't like that. I'm going to move just over. I'm going to move over. Yeah, I'm going to move over just one more because of that 8-mile-an-hour wind. Nah, maybe not. All right, here we go. That should be about right. That should take out all but one gray block. Now, sometimes blocks will fall on that one gray block and knock it over two, and you'll get lucky. Look, they'll cheat me. Oh, they cheated me. Okay. Whenever you're not in a cheating situation where a block floats in midair, then it's a two-shot map. Okay. To take out that gray block, you go one over, one down, and you'll get that small gray block. If you have a cheat situation, like this floating block right here, defying the laws of physics, just come back over to it, center it up pretty much. Maybe a little bit right of center because of the wind. And that should be, raise it up one more, that should just about do it. There we go. Now, like I said, ordinarily this is a two-shot map whenever you don't have game physics cheating you. So ignore that purple block as though it never existed, because it never really did. All right, let me go ahead and go into the next map now after I feed this pet. All right, let's try for the next map, see if we can get a different one. Some of these maps you'll see more often. Okay, well, we've got the same one again. Sometimes you can X out and get a different map, but sometimes you can't. Okay, here's a different one. Good. This is a different map. This one is one of the tougher maps. This can be a two-shot map, but sometimes it's a three-shot map, and maybe even a four. It just depends on how the wind and physics are doing you. But for the most part, you can make this about a two-shot map. All right, put your speed up all the way. Turn on your fire block. What you're looking to do here is hit that little red block in the middle of all that on this right-hand side. And for this one, I've got a lot of wind, so I'm going to adjust just a little bit more to the side. As far as windage goes, if you're trying to compensate for wind, you want to go one click opposite the direction that the wind is blowing for every 5 miles an hour wind speed. So center up on your target, and this is 24, so I would go 3 or 4 clicks to the left, I'm sorry, to the right of where I want the shot to hit, or where I plan the shot to hit. Come down here to the third mark from the bottom, then go down 2, and that should be right on money. Okay, it's going to be a 3-shotter this time. A lot of times it'll take that gobbler out too, and it'll just leave those 2 gray blocks, but it did not do it this time. Go down a little bit, and maybe right there. That should be about right. Good, okay, there we go. Once you get the blocks out of the way, the gobbler itself is simple. I don't know why this is, but you can just center up on the gobbler with your cannon, put it all the way to the ground, and fire. It'll hit that gobbler. For some reason, it hits those way easier than it does the blocks. So I'm going to feed my pet. I'm going to see if I can get a couple of the other maps on here, the rare maps. If I don't at the time of the filming of this video, that's cool. I'll try to pick them up another time and just do them as an addendum to another video. We'll see how it works out. Oh, I got energy. Nice! He got the energy. Yes. All right. Okay, I got the same map again we've already done. You know what? I'll do it just for the sake of doing it so I can show you what I mean as far as different windages and things go. All right, I've got a 22-mile-an-hour wind, but it's not directly left. It's kind of up and left. So you don't have to adjust it quite as much. Set on your fire. Go down to where we talked about. See what I mean? There it goes. It takes that blue tower right out. That's usually what it does right there. Ice power. Now you don't, being as you got the left-hand ice tower out, you don't have to lower your shot this time. It's okay. You can just turn on your ice power. Make sure you turn on your ice power, because if you forget, it'll just be a normal hit and you might not take the tower down. Fire right in the middle and gone. This counter too, but I'll tell you what, that's one of the things that takes up a lot of time. This counter is so slow to annotate. Let me feed the pet up. I'm going to try once or twice more to see if I can get a new map, and then we'll be done. Okay, yeah, here's a new map. Good. All right, for this map, this wind is going a little bit to the right, just slightly. So the windage, when the arrow is pointed up like that on either way, the windage is not as powerful. Even if it says a high miles per hour, it's not as powerful. You don't have to compensate as much. I'm going to go right about there, which is just like one click off center for the red block. What you're aiming for in this map is the lower leg of that upright red block right there. You want to go in between the gray and the purple and hit the red part. Go ahead and set my fire up. This is another map where you're going to shoot really low. Go down to like the second mark from the bottom here on my elevation. And fire. That should be... You know what? Just to be safe, I'm going to go over to the left one more. Do I like that? No, I don't like that. I'm going to go back. All right, there we go. There we go. One shot. And that is how you do that map. I think there's one more map. I'm going to try a couple of times to get it. And if we don't get it, that's cool. And if we do get it, that's cool too. All right, feed, I don't want to feed that. I want to feed this. Oh, wow, halfway to adult. Woohoo! I'm liking these instructional videos. Training a pet at the same time. All right, let me try one more time, maybe two more times to get that other map. There's one more map that I can remember directly. It's not this one. I'll go ahead and do this one anyway again, just so you can see it. We got a really, really high left windage there. That's a high number. So you're going to want to go over where on a normal map you start with your cannon right about there. You're going to want to go over one. I'm gonna go over one. I could go over two, and it might just clip it, but why take the chance? I want to make sure I hit it more solidly. Okay, go down here to the mark, two, and then one extra, and then fire. Yeah, I could have gone over one more and been fine. Oh, see what I mean there? There, the falling stuff knocked over that small gray block. So this was a one-shot map, even though the windage was to the left. All right, I tell you what, guys. Let's go for all or nothing on this. I'm going to do one more map. I don't want to run into a 30 or 40-minute video. So I'm going to do one more map and see if I get lucky and get the other map or not. No, I got one I got before. All right, one more time on this, and then we'll call it a game. Okay, windage is 10 miles an hour to the right. That's not really too much to affect anything. You go one space left of center because the wind is going to the right. Hit fire. Go down here to your marks, which is 2.5. And clear all that out. I wasn't sure if that gobbler was going to count for a minute there. He's kind of wiggling on the ground like I only winged him. All right, make sure to switch to ice. Make sure to switch to ice. That even gets me to this day sometimes. I forget to switch, and it'll screw you up. All right, right there, a little bit to the left of center. Fire, and it should hit anywhere on the tower. Good. With that second ice tower, you can pretty much hit anywhere on the tower as long as you're using an ice shot and clear it all out. Pretty much. I have to say though, hit the gray block exactly before those little gray blocks in the middle and knock out the gray block and not touch the tower. I have done that. All right. There we go with this. Beat the pet up. All right, guys, that is going to be it for the how to do Gobbler Blocks. Now, they call it a different name, but I call it Gobbler Blocks, and I think everybody knows it as Gobbler Blocks. So Gobbler Blocks it is, by all means. I think there might have been one map in there that I missed, but as you can see, it's not a very frequently occurring map. And, well, I'll get it another time if I can do it, because I don't want to, again, I don't want a 30-minute video with me doing the same maps over and over again. Guys, there it is. That's how to do Gobbler Blocks really, really fast and clean up and train your pet with the ultimate speed possible. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, a good hard smash as well. Subscribe, share, and by the way, come and see me on Twitch if you haven't already. I stream every night pretty much. 9:30 to 10 p.m. is usually when I start. 9:30 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'll see you there. We have a great time every time, and we will be welcome to have you there too. Until next time, this is Skeleton Mystic reminding you that whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace! Hey, what's up, Gamer Skeleton Mystic? Welcome back to Pet Training Baby Tamega. This time, I'm doing the second Spell Writ pet in this series, the Spell Writ Stalker, that you can pick up from Crocotopia. You get a little close-up view, much as I can there. It looks like a standard Colossus with all kinds of really cool tattoos.